New jobs data from February shows unexpected setback for the labor market. The U.S. lost 92,000 jobs in February. Some economists had been predicting a gain of 60,000 jobs. The unemployment rate rose slightly to 4.4%. Kelly O'Grady joins us now to break all of these numbers down. Kelly, great to see you. What do you think was behind this drop-off?
So specifically in February, Regis, I kind of want to add an asterisk to the drop because we had all of that bad weather, the blizzards. We saw a pretty significant drop in the leisure and hospitality sector because of that. 27,000 jobs were lost. And then also in healthcare, normally a big driver of job growth in the U.S. dropped 28,000. And that was because of a strike and one of the biggest healthcare firms in the country, Kaiser Permanente. So that's not something that you're going to see every single month. That being said, there were also revisions to the December numbers. We had thought we added jobs in the month of December, but we actually lost jobs. So you sort of zoom out, and 3 of the last 5 months, you saw a job loss. So we've talked about this slow to hire, slow to fire job market. I talked to a couple of folks today that they're saying, well, maybe we're kind of moving towards a slow to no hire job market, but we haven't seen mass firing. So that 4.4% unemployment number that you see on your screen right now, that is still in the healthy range. It's at the upper band, but definitely not something that you want to see. This is a slow growth job market, no growth this month. And I think the next couple of months are going to be really critical as people are, especially for the Fed, as they're thinking about growth.
And Kelly, since the start of the Iran war, crude oil prices are up about 35%. The stock market has fallen. Should we expect this to continue as the war goes on? And tell me what that means for me, for people at home, especially as they go to the gas pump, which is, I think, what everyone is thinking about right now.
Absolutely, right? Every $10 increase in a barrel of oil translates to 25 cents at the gas pump. And what I would say is fill up your gas tank right now, because we are seeing oil continue to go up. And actually, U.S. crude just passed $91 in the past hour. And so that is, we're certainly not where we were summer of 2022 when we had the record high gas prices of $5. But if we continue to see this go up, which you would expect as the conflict goes on, and we haven't really seemed to nail down what, naval escort and insurance means for the Strait of Hormuz. We also have production shutting down in a number of different countries. It takes a while for it to restart, even if things do calm down. So I don't want people to full on panic. But if you can fill up your gas tank now, it's likely a good idea because you're going to see gas prices go up at least a little bit over the next couple of weeks.
And what about the price of other things? What do you see as the long-term impact of this war on inflation and on whether it will slow down growth here in the U.S.?
So this is the interesting tension, right? We just talked about slowing growth in the job market, but because we have rising energy prices, that often is a red flag that you're going to see rising inflation. Again, I mentioned summer of 2022. That's when we hit the 9% inflation that was partially driven by oil prices and gas prices. So when you have your diesel, right? Your diesel prices because of oil prices going up. That's what trucks run on. You have your airfares going up. This is a knock-on effect that we're going to see. But again, that does take a while. This is not going to happen overnight. So let's see how long this war in Iran lasts before we make those long-term predictions.
Okay, Kelly O'Grady, thank you for making sense of all of that for us. Appreciate it.